Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Yesterday I complained about my Jinafire still having not shipped out. Today, she arrived. I guess Amazon wasn't lying when they said she would be here today. I still can't believe that actually happened because all week it has just been like, oh, it's coming on Thursday, and we haven't shipped it yet. I was like, how's that gonna work? And I guess they had one in a warehouse near me or something because they were able to ship her out today. I don't know. But she's finally here. I'm pretty happy to finally have my hands on her, so we're going to be doing a review of her. Tons of people have done them already, but I want to review her too, so let's hit it. So Jinafire has a pretty basic box, all things considered. I'm still tired of this being the standard for the basic dolls because it's just a boring package overall. It's nice to see the box art, and they display the doll well enough in the box. I just think the background is really uninteresting, so I'm still hoping that maybe when they start making more characters, they'll change it at some point, but it doesn't seem like they're going to. But yeah, we got her symbols on the side. It's basically just her accessories. And around the back, we've got her full box art. Pretty nice. If I recall correctly, this is Darko's artwork, and there's a basic, or there's an alternative where the notepad she's holding actually depicts an artwork of what looks to be Toralei in a kimono. It's really cool. I hope that is a future doll. So it says that her monster type is a daydreaming dragon. Her monster must-haves are her sketchpad and Fang Hai yogurt drink, and her monster pet is Cloudy Yun Yun. I actually like that they gave her a actual physical pet in this generation. In G1, she had a pet, but it was never produced as like a little figure for her to come with, and it doesn't seem like it was ever prototyped to be produced either because she was released in the Scarus line. So I'm glad she has a proper basic release this time around to allow her to have an actual pet. So without further ado, let's get her out of her box. Should be pretty easy considering how Mattel has dumbed down the packaging recently, which is not a complaint. I actually appreciate that quite a bit. In terms of dumbing down the packaging, I mean like there's only like a little tiny thing holding the wrists in place now. It's a pretty easy little like snip to get the hands free. And then there's the little ones around the ankles. There's the one down around the knees, which I think is new. I don't remember there being one around the knees before. And the last one is always around the waist. Gotta be careful with that. Make sure you're not cutting any doll hair. And that should be everything. Yeah, so now it's just the head, which I always just kind of yank out with brute force. How do you guys remove the ties in the back of the head? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, I just kind of pull it out. Need both hands for it though. This tail sculpt has to be the exact same as her original G1 tail. Like, it doesn't look like it changed at all. So I'm pretty confident in saying it's probably the same sculpt. We'll compare it, though, when we get to that. Because, as always, I'm going to do a little segment where I compare the doll to their original version. Okay, this little fucker's got some weight to him. I thought he was going to be, like, hollow. But no, this feels like a good quality little guy. Super cute. Like, I know people are getting sick of the pets being little dogs and cats, but I like him. Little Cloudy Yun Yun is a yes from me. He's cute. I like her backpack a lot too. I like how it's like made out of jade, or looks like it is. Actually, you know, I like to think that this is just made out of solid jade stone, you know? She's just carrying around a solid jade backpack. Okay, I got all her stuff out, so I guess we'll go over it all one by one. I'm not sure which wrists to put her bracelets on. Based on the artwork, it looks like the smaller one goes on her left wrist, and then the bigger one on her right wrist, so I guess I'll just copy that. Face-wise, I think I got as decent of one as I could get. From what I've seen, most Jinafires just have a very big right eye and a much smaller left eye. I'd say it's probably due to the nature of her screening with it being a side glance. So like when you look at it from the side, it looks pretty normal, but then when you look at it from this side, you can definitely tell that the right eye is larger. I don't mind it too much. It's not a big deal to me. Her lips are also a bit overlined. I would love if my camera would focus on what I'm trying to point out to you guys. I would love if it would. Okay, it finally is. Yeah, her lips are definitely a bit overlined, and mine definitely has the fangs placed a bit poorly. They're just kind of floating there. But Overall, I'm pretty happy with her. So on her left ear, Jin has 2 little jade hoops, and on her right ear, she has 1 red earring. It's kind of poked in the middle of her ear. I don't know if that's where it's supposed to be pierced or if mine is just kind of off, but pretty cute. The sculpt work on her hands is amazing. I love how detailed the scales and the little swirls are, as well as like the separate pieces for her like nails. It's all just very well done. Her bracelet also has some very impressive sculpting on it. It kind of looks like a dragon of some sort, I think. It's not showing up on camera as well as I would like it to. We've already been over Union, very cute. The other things she comes with include a hanger that you could use to hang up her jacket if you would like. Her little bust is a bit, just a bit too small to be used for anything practical, but it's still super cute. I like the sculpt work of it a lot. I'd like a larger version of this to come with like a fashion closet for Jinafire at one point. That'd be a cool idea, I think. We've got her little yogurt drink here, and the $1 million question, yes, it does open. Feel free to fill it with dish soap. Her phone is pretty cute. It's got a very nice, like, dragon and such background, and a dragon on the front that kind of covers half of her screen. I don't know how she's using her phone. You can't touch, like, half the buttons. She has a jade pencil, so I guess just everything is made out of jade in this universe. And she has the sketchbook, which shows parts of her outfit. She designed her own bracelet and her own jacket and charm for her jacket. That's pretty cute. I would really like there to be like a fashion design club, like Jinafire, Fearbook doll. I think that'd be a pretty cute idea. So Jin's backpack opens like this from the top. So you can put most of her accessories away in there if you would like. For example, these ones seem to close up in there just fine for the most part, so that's probably where I'll keep those because they're smaller and I don't want to lose them. And finally, we have her purple sunglasses. Just kind of set those on her head, and that's pretty cute. So Jinafire's shoes are very nice and detailed. I love the dragons on the sides, and they do actually seem to be sculpted in addition to being like painted over. I think it's super cool. It just looks really nice, you know? I like the little red ties on the front too, the little points at the front. The only thing is that the gold paint on the bottoms of the heels does get a little thin in some areas. Like on this one, you can see mine has a couple little like bald spots paint-wise, so I'm not complaining about it. What am I trying to say? I'll have to find like a matching gold paint to fill in the gaps. I don't mind it terribly. The shoes are super detailed and I would love to see more of this. I don't want to discourage it just because, oh, mine has a couple little chips in it. Like, no. These shoes are awesome and I really hope that more characters have very detailed shoes like this going forward. Because let's be honest, the ombre shoes are getting old. Sorry, Hisfits Toraline number 9. I love you. Wait, you're number 8. Shit, I'm already getting them confused. Back to Jin, outfit-wise, she has a very nicely made red jacket. I like the way the sleeves are done so that it kind of looks like she still has like this boxy look to it, but the sleeves are still like, you know, like normal inside. I don't know how to explain the way it's done. It feels like a vest with sleeves sewn in underneath it. I don't know, it's just really cool. I like the gold embroidery thread around the edges as well. It's just nice. I like her shirt underneath. It's a halter top, so if you want to take this off, she does have a pretty cute outfit underneath, and she also has a jade necklace. This little dragon charm is securely sewn into place and made out of like a soft feeling plastic. Very cute. I like her skirt a lot as well. The fabric is just super detailed and shiny. Her belt is cute as well. I would like this gold to be a bit more, the paint on this is a bit thin, so that is something that I would paint over to make it more visible. But again, very minor complaint. I'm glad that it's detailed like that at all. She has a couple little gold scales on her thighs to try to connect the ombre here. I would have liked to see something like Laguna's legs here. I don't know why they didn't go for it. They definitely could have had the budget to. I don't know, but it still looks cool. Overall, I'm very happy with the sculpt work on her. The scales are very detailed. Like, you can see each individual scale. Like, compare that to G1. Let's do that, actually. Alright, so G1 does have detailed scaling as well on her body, but it kind of just looks more like a bunch of little diamonds connected to each other rather than overlapping scales. I'd say that the scale sculpt work is much better on the new doll, just because it actually looks like individual like scales layered on top of each other. It's super impressive. I still used the exact same shade of gold for her parts of her body that are gold, and the tails are 100% the same. It's definitely the same sculpt, just modified to fit a G3 body. You see it, right? It's the exact same thing. And listen, I say this as an original Jinafire fan because I have loved this doll since forever. She's the doll that got me into Monster High. Like, if I hadn't bought this doll, if I hadn't seen her at my friend's house and then begged my mom for her, I would not be a Monster High collector today. But her dress is a much lower quality material. It feels like a Halloween costume. You hear the noise that it makes? It's just very scratchy. It's a pretty dress, it's well designed, but this doll has such high quality fabrics used in comparison to the original Jinafire. And I feel like this doll deserves her flowers for that, because this is a super well-made outfit. The sculpt work is super impressive. I love her hands especially. The hands are one of the best details of this doll. I do still prefer this screening though. Like I don't know, it's just so distinct. I love it. And this is coming from someone who loves brown eyes on fashion dolls. I feel like it's not used nearly as much as it should be. Her screening is good. This is a very good screening. She's gorgeous. I love her gold ears. I think she's a lot of fun. But I will give my flowers to the original doll because I love this screening a lot more. Like, look at her eyebrows. The eyebrows are so unique. Then she just kind of has every eyebrows ever. I don't know. Like, the eyebrows are unique. You know what I mean, right? All in all, both Jinafires shine in their own ways, and I like them both. I just like them both. I don't know what else to say. Her hair is nice. I do wish that the hairstyle was a bit better done, though, because it looks so cute in the artwork. But on the doll, it just doesn't look the same. I don't know, I'm gonna have to find a way to redo it. Her hair is a bit messy as well, and kind of thin, actually. She doesn't have as much hair as I thought she would. Maybe most of it is tied into this hairstyle, I don't know. But her hair is just a tiny bit thin. It's just one minor complaint that I have. So yeah, overall, I think both dolls have their strengths, both versions of her. Obviously, Jinafire was changed a bunch because she was made to be more accurate to the way Chinese dragons actually like appear in mythology. They're typically water dragons rather than fire-breathing dragons, and they're also usually this kind of like greenish color, I believe, due to being water dragons, so that's why she was changed. I think the redesign was a good idea. It helps her stand out from the original. It is nice when a character can resemble their G1 counterpart, but since it's a new generation, I do think it's more fun to play around with the designs and change characters in more significant ways. Overall, I like her. I think she's a lot of fun. Dude, my Jinafire's sunglasses are broken. Do you see the snap in the leg right there? What the hell? I can't put them on her head because they're broken. I guess that's another minor complaint I have. I'll email Mattel, I guess. But yeah, I like her. I think she's pretty. She's got a little tiny bald spot. Just a little tiny one. Great doll. Thank you guys for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. She's currently available on Amazon. I think if you order her, she will show up, so that's something. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!